coaching, Green Bay looked different, folks. It is official. Let me overreact. Green Bay is winning that division. I don't need to watch Vikings-Bears tonight, and I do not need to see the Lions again. Adding Micah, played less than half the snaps, is different. Between Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love and that run game and Rashawn Gary and Micah, this is the best-looking Packer team I have seen since Aaron Rodgers in his prime. That defense was flying all over the field. Like, they always use first-round picks on defense, but you never really feel like they're intimidating. Like, Baltimore plays on fire. Denver with that crew in Denver. You see orange jerseys everywhere. Yesterday, that is the best Green Bay's defenses look. It didn't look like a Packer defense. Hyper-aggressive. And Micah Parsons already making an impact, creating more space and better matchups for the guys around him. So, and those wide receivers and tight ends, we've been talking about this the last 3 years. Green Bay just doesn't miss very much on offensive players. They're the opposite of Belichick and the Patriots. They hit on almost everybody. Even the wide receivers like Reed were like, well, I don't know. Romeo Dobbs, sometimes he has the drops. They all make plays. Kraft, the tight end's a stud. He's a Pro Bowler. He's going to be a big-time player for the Packers. 10 different guys caught passes. Green Bay was the best football team, coaching, offense, defense, I watched all weekend. I don't need to see anything else. I don't care if it's overreacting, because I know Matt's a great coach, and I know Micah Parsons can play, and I know those tight ends and receivers I've been watching for 3 years, if they stay healthy, are good. And I know Josh Jacobs, he's a bull, man. All I'm saying, I watched football weekend like you, starting last week college football, starting pro football Thursday night. That is the best team I watched.
Yeah, I got to say, I feel pretty validated here, especially the thing about Kraft, because I said all last season and all this past off season, Kraft, that relationship with him, Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur, like that's a trio that you need to look out for. And just feed the beast. And I wrote in big, massive letters, Jordan Love is back. Jordan Love is back. I talked about how last year it just felt like that they were like playing on ice. Everything just felt so slippery, out of sync, out of rhythm. That didn't happen for even a second, not even for like a moment. And it was first game of the season, big division rival Detroit Lions, who have been the team to beat, obviously. And it wasn't even close. This game truly wasn't even close. You never felt like the Lions had any chance. And I said that I thought the Lions were going to take a step back. And I talked about how the Packers with Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur, you would make the argument that there would be no excuse to not solidify yourself as being the best coach-quarterback duo, that you would be like Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. This is their first year. Detroit Lions and Jared Goff just lost Ben Johnson, J.J. McCarthy, and Kevin Unell. It's his first year, right? And like you have the continuity. Jordan Love has been in the league now for years. Matt LaFleur is great coach, and you could see the coaching on display. And I think it was Romo. Was it Romo? No, I forget who called this game now already. But they, you could see the Jordan Love's touchdown pass, Matt LaFleur's play calling, Matt LaFleur's scheme, and Jordan Love just delivering it beautifully, perfectly. That's what you want Jordan Love to be able to do. You want Jordan Love to be able to run and execute Matt LaFleur's offense to the highest level. That's what happens when you have a coach-quarterback connection and not just a coach calling plays and then Jordan Love being like, all right, let's just see what we got here, right? Or having a quarterback who can do amazing things, but a coach unable to dial up the play at the right time, or to understand the flow of a game and be like, you know what, I need some layups here. And that would be the only other thing that I would say about this game, is that you would want to see, maybe it was definitely a little boomer bust. And to be fair, a handful of teams gave me that impression this weekend. But it just felt like it was definitely just kind of like, hey, we're either just going to absolutely attack and just annihilate, or, there's like not a lot there necessarily. But the thing is that everything was there. I mean, like they were just able to they were able to do whatever they wanted offensively. And what I really liked about it, though, was that even though that they were clearly torching them offensively, there was never a sense that they were trying to do too much, that they were trying to just be like, we're trying to hang 55 points right now. Jordan Love's like, man, this is easy today. I want to go off for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's maturity. That's growth. That's understanding. It's week 1. We're getting in rhythm. We're going to be smart. We're just trying to win the game. We're just trying to win the game because in a lot of ways, especially those first 2 quarters, because they definitely obviously slowed down in the second half. But those start of that game, you really did feel like this team is about to just get, it could legitimately be like 55-3. I mean, like you got that sense where you're just like, there's just nothing that the Lions can do to stop this team. And they never let that get ahead. They just never let that get to them. They were just like, we got our game plan. We're going to be smart. We're just trying to win this game. We don't care about anything else. We're not trying to send a message. We're not even trying to do anything special. We're just going to play our game. We're going to allow our players, our coaching staff to just do what needs to be done and then just let it unfold, right? Just like we're better than you. We don't have to do anything crazy. We're just going to play. We're just going to play our brand of football. And the defense has been great. So Colin's like, oh, I've never seen the defense had been great. Defense had been, again, I kept pointing this out. They played the Eagles defensively better than any other team, especially in the playoffs. I mean, they really did. They needed a perfect game from Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts had to be flawless and not make a single mistake, not a single forced throw. And then it was the Packers offense that just obviously was very disconnected and injured. But this defense had been great, and now it's even better. You have continuity with coaching. You have now players that are a little bit more mature and more experienced. You obviously bring in a Micah. I mean, yeah, listen, I don't want to overreact. Oh, the division's over. There you go. The Lions did not look great, but they do have a great roster, and so maybe it's going to take a second or two to kind of find their own footing, their own rhythm. But yeah, if you're a Packers fan, you have to be feeling amazing. They definitely had one of the more complete games for sure, if not the most complete game from a team that you actually believe in, right? Like the Colts obviously played technically a pretty complete game, but it's just like I don't think anyone's going to start to say that the Colts are now going to win the Super Bowl, but the Ravens offense was just literally unstoppable. But their defense obviously led up an avalanche of points as well. Josh Allen was unstoppable and a monster, but their defense obviously led up and those two teams are hard because they're playing each other. But if you're looking at the Packers, so if we just take those two teams away, because they obviously had the hardest game playing each other. So it's like really hard to gauge. But if you just take all the other games and you're looking at teams like the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos, the 49ers, like you're going to be like, this was the most complete game. Even the Eagles, the Eagles offense, I think, looked really, really smooth. But the defense definitely gave up more points than you would want against a Dak Prescott-led Dallas Cowboys. And again, divisional games can always get a little wonky. Just look at the Bengals versus the Browns. Like that was also a textbook, bizarre divisional game. But I mean, you're going to feel great week 1, especially considering how last season unfolded and how, of course, the playoffs unfolded. And so, yeah, man, that was an awesome game. That was an awesome game. And so now the name of the game is just to continue to build off of that momentum. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers? Are they the team to beat in the NFC? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be a part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility in the algorithm. Thank you so much.